We've tested heavy and high-powered vehicles, and today we're in for a change. We have a lightweight and a powerful engine.
And possibly one of the most beautiful exteriors we've seen on a sports car. I'm Gavin.
I'm Dinok. You're watching Auto Talk, and let's roll with the intro.
The Alfa Romeo is a car that most people don't really know about. I mean, it's got the looks of a Ferrari, it sounds absolutely incredible, and stands out from traffic in any given road.
You're probably wondering how much one of these costs. Well, a very good example, especially from 2014, can cost you from $80,000 and upwards. But is it really a baby Ferrari though?
This is driven via a 4-cylinder turbo which produces 240 horsepower and 350 Nm torque. It's driven via the rear wheels and it also has a 6-speed automatic gearbox.
And competition-wise, now you do have the Alpine A110, the Porsche Cayman, and we did test the Alpine, but looks-wise,
this is much better because Alpine had a bit of like the French
French accent, but then the Italians have done it better.
Yeah.
But driving-wise, we haven't driven this yet. I did like the Alpine; it was very, very light. And this is in that same category. Powerful engine, very, very light. When I say powerful, yeah, like you said, 240 horsepower.
Yeah. It's powerful enough for a light vehicle.
Yeah, but this looks so much better. I do love the design of this car.
Like, it's very...
It's
Alpine had
timeless.
its own thing, but this is just
beautiful.
just beautiful.
Let's move on to the styling of this Alfa. Now, mind you, this is a 10-year-old car.
But it really looks like it was made a few years ago, not 10 years ago. The only thing that does give its age is the front headlight, but this can easily be replaced with the newer ones. And one thing I really love about Alphas is the uniformity it has when it comes to design, especially the front end. It's mainly the grills that are very, very similar in most cars, but what a stunning car even from the front. At the side, this is one of the most beautiful angles of the car. And one thing I do love of this specific car is the fact that the roof is wrapped with carbon fiber. It does add to the car's beauty. Now, wheels wise, you get forged alloys at the front and the back, 18 inches at the front, 19 at the back. And looking at the car from the side, we've tested multiple cars, but this is one of the best looking cars at its price point. This car gets prettier from each angle, and this is literally the best out of all of them. The rear 3/4 panel. I mean, look. There's no other car that stands like this. I mean, wow. I could literally stare at this the whole day. Even the rear tail lights, the way the spoiler comes out, the way that this car is like thin at the front, gets thicker at the back. My God, this is quite beautiful. And even the fat tire profile, now this has upgraded tires which are a bit fatter, but still, look at this. I mean, just look at this. It's literally a 10 out of 10 design wise, and this is a 2014 car. This looks good today. It'll look good in 10 years. It'll look good in 30 years. Wow, just wow.
Overall, this is a 10 out of 10 when it comes to design. Props to the Italians for that. Well, not everything's cool about this beautiful Alfa though. It does come with its drawbacks, so here's a few annoying features.
And the first annoying feature is that there is literally no rear visibility. There's a bare minimum. You bought a 4C and you want to go and buy groceries. That is quite impossible with the storage space that there is. And there's another fun fact. If you buy milk and you store it here, you can make yogurt because the engine is right here. Compared to the competitor, which is the Alpine, this looks a bit more dated. I mean, the interior looks a bit more dated.
Not everything's annoying, so let's go with some of the coolest features of this car.
Coolest feature of them all is the key. Now, this is some of my favorite ones. So if you press the Alfa logo, the key comes out. How cool is that? Now, this car only weighs 900 kilos. It has launch control. It doesn't have power steering. So when we say pure driver's experience, this is the car to get. Another cool feature is the carbon top. Now, this is straight out of a F1 car, and look, it just looks stunning. Okay, let's talk about the interior of the Alfa now. Before we start, I'm going to turn the car off in a bit because it is loud, but let me show you something. If you look at the infotainment system, it is fully digital, and this is a 2014 car. And that's very cool, but let's turn the car off. Okay, now the seats aren't the most comfortable, but it does grip you in place slightly, and getting in and out of this car is a pain. Gavin will show you that later, but let's go over that. You don't really get an infotainment system. You do have an aftermarket radio system, and I can literally feel my voice echo in this tub, which is something very, very unique. No power steering on this car, so that's not that good, but when you're driving it, that will be fun. Now, steering wheel design, I do quite like the flat bottom because I'm tall, and look, the flat bottom really helps me. And let's move on to, this is where you get your drive mode selector, your gears, and apart from that though, I do love the interior. And what's my favorite bit of all of this is the carbon tub. I mean, look, it's exposed carbon on the inside. Even the doors, the doors are thick. Let me show you how I get out. Okay, so there's like a good thick gap between me and the ground. Getting out. Now I see why Jeremy Clarkson had trouble getting in and out. Okay, let's go for a drive in the Alfa Romeo 4C. First things first, you're sitting very, very low to the ground, and this car is loud and it sounds absolutely amazing. Now,
It feels like you're in a NASCAR.
I feel like I'm in a Formula One car,
Yeah.
to be honest. You're very low, you can see basically rocks on the road at this point. And where do we even start? Let's start with steering. Dude, I've driven a lot of cars. Nothing handles as good as this thing handles. Probably because it's like so low to the ground.
Yeah.
Center of gravity is incredible and it's so lightweight as well. Now there's no power steering in the car, but it just makes this feel so much better.
And it's a bit more fun.
Yep. Now braking wise, the brakes are not that good. You kind of have to like slam it on for it to work. The way this thing sounds is absolutely phenomenal. And the driver confidence you get when you drive this car is amazing, literally amazing. Wow.
And it's just oh,
wow.
having a mid-mounted engine is just crazy because you can hear the turbo and it's
Literally.
just beautiful.
You can literally hear the turbo from the cockpit, and like when it goes to the corners, I literally don't have to worry about anything. Literally, I don't really have to worry about understeering. I don't have to worry about oversteering. It just handles like a beaut. Even acceleration. Now this is only 245 horsepower.
Exactly.
But
I mean,
wow.
it does help that it's only weighs 900
Yeah.
kilos, but still, it's just beautiful.
Wow, literally one of the best cars I've driven. I love this
The
car.
cockpit view, we'll put a clip, like, we saw it out, but we'll put a clip of what it looks like
Yeah.
from the POV of a driver or a passenger, and it's just...
This is incredible.
It's interesting.
We're
It is just like you're driving a Formula One car.
literally, I literally feel like I'm in a race car. That's literally what it feels like. And like when I look down, I
Yeah.
just see carbon fiber.
Just imagine you're watching like Formula One or IndyCar and they have like the cockpit view. That's this.
This
It's
is
just beautiful.
even like literally the driver's point of view is amazing. I love the steering wheel. I love the fact that it's a flat bottom because I'm 6'2". The seat is at its maximum, and wow, it's just amazing. And let's get to the final thoughts.
Yeah. This vehicle with all its pros and cons, I would give this a 10. I mean, I'm not comparing this to like say a Huracan or a Ferrari or something.
Yeah.
I'm comparing with Alphas and Alpines, and it's a 10 for me. It's like beautiful and it's class.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about you?
I love driving this car, honestly. And this is literally the gateway to the supercar world.
Yeah,
You can get
exactly.
one for like 80 grand and
Yeah.
you're driving with like Lambos and Ferraris, and it will literally sit right in that crowd. And one thing I really, really love about this car, even though this is a 10-year-old gearbox, it's very snappy, snap, snap.
Yep.
Driving experience is brutally raw. It's so raw and it's so good. It's literally so good. Listen, we've driven a Porsche 991 1.1. We didn't get to drive it properly, but then this is almost as fun for like literally 1/3 of the
Yeah, that's
price, and it is amazing. I love this car. Literally love this car. There's no for this price point. Just
It's
get
perfect.
this. Just get this.
Yeah.
That's all we'll say. It
And if you
looks
do
amazing.
get this, do not sell it.
Yeah, do not sell it. Like, it's amazing. 10-year-old car, and the gearbox is very snappy. Acceleration is amazing. Sounds fucking incredible.
The turbo is just perfect.
Looks beautiful.
Exactly.
Dude, 10 out of 10. There's no denying that. Cool.
Well, that's why we leave it. Like and subscribe.
See you
Thanks for
guys.
watching.